finally on to part 3 of this. Now we get the Evolve Rave, and we get Evolve Rave units now. The downside is, what's it called? We don't get all the Evolve Rave units do not have an SSR, which honestly really sucks, but I understand why they had to do it. But even then, it just sucks. Oh dang, this is all just... Translation will be interesting. But yeah, let's go. Toronto Liger mission. Alright, so apparently we're in Seiko's villa, where Yui, Mai, Goro, Himiko, and Goody Goody are waiting on the outside of Seiko's villa. Apparently she says that she sensed Ken and the others would be returning. Goro's of course skeptical. Moments later, Ken, Daichi, Rabi, Gustar, all of them appear. So yeah. Everybody's back. After having the situation explained off screen, Ryuzo thanks Shima for taking care of Ken and the others, to which Shima said they helped them out plenty in return. Ryuzo also mentions that the Drago Empire hasn't done anything since their experience and the sealing rock hasn't reappeared. Apparently, yeah, sealing rock hasn't appeared or anything. And the Drago army hasn't really done anything. Apparently they're being cautious of the gate, probably, is what they're guessing. So yeah. Meanwhile, as the other people know that the gate, as our allies know that the gate is different worlds, the Drago Empire probably thinks that the portal is a portal that spits out enemies. That's what they're thinking. Meanwhile, Shima asks about any other gates that they know, many that they may know about besides the one in Kamui Kotan. Apparently, she's heard of one in Uluru in Australia and another overseas near the Azores Island. Kyo's apparently asking, yeah, if anything came out of them, but apparently she said she wasn't able to figure out that much out yet. But it's possible the government agencies may know more. Shima says it's a big help, just knowing the gate's location, and thanks her. Minato mentions that the world, cooperating with this world's government military would make things easier. Seiko explained apparently while they don't view Liker and the others as enemies, since they were fighting the Drago Empire, they're still cautious of them and won't cooperate with an enemy they're unsure about. They'd also like to try and use the Divine Duels for their own purposes, apparently. Which makes sense. Shima says they'll have to be careful about how they'll interact with this world in the future. And then Vime says the oceanus can go anywhere. They can use it to return to the moon. Daichi's apparently mentioning that since Laura's road is closed off, they couldn't use to go to Rabi Luna now anyways. And Vime says he's right, but since there's a strong connection between this world's moon and Rabi Luna, she says they'll have to go back to that moon at some point regardless. Wataru apparently mentions wanting to go to the Ryujin Pond. He says the dragon there guided him to Manja Village, so he apparently thinks he can act as a gate between this world and Mount Sky. He needs to go back there. Apparently Vime says her and Daichi should go with him, since she thinks they might find a way back to Rabi Luna there. And apparently Gus and Rabi want to go as well. But unfortunately, what's it called? Vime says for them to stay behind in case the Drago Empire try anything. Rigo mentions that since Liger and the others have returned, the odds of that happening may have gone up. Apparently, Shima says they'll remain vigilant while they're around the gates. And Seiko apparently says she will prepare a private helicopter to transport Wataru and the others to Ryujin Pond. And Kurama thinks to himself that he should hurry and let Doktar know what's going on. Aw, man, more dialogue. So much dialogue, why? Apparently Zeri, Duck, and other goons are all gathered around as Zara praised Lord Drago. As she hears no reply from him, much to her display. Perry Doll Phantom says he'd like to go and collect information on the gates, since the beings that came out of them are obviously hostile. Really Doll reminds them that Lord Drago instructed them to not interact with the transfer gate in any way, and instead save their strength for when Liger returns. Though Liger apparently reveals that Liger has returned. Doll Army wants to get revenge, but Zara orders Doll Navy to attack him instead. Then Doll Satan thinks to herself that it's surprising she didn't order Reed Dog to attack him, considering their previous battles. So yeah, Reed Dog thinks to himself apparently that Liger likely has the enemies from the other side of the transfer gate with him, and expects to be given an opportunity to fight him. Apparently Wataru and the others have arrived at the Ryujin Pond. Vime and Daichi are able to sense some kind of magical energy from it, but can tell it isn't model power. Meanwhile, Wataru begins to hear Ryujin Maru's voice, and he explains that an evil force is blocking the path to Mount Sakai from the pond. Yeah, from the pond. And Ryujin Maru says there's nothing he can do about it right now. Vime is apparently supposed to say that it's just like what happened with Laura's Road, Wataru assumes it's Doktar is doing. And then apparently yeah. It doesn't matter though. Apparently Wataru is undeterred and says he'll resolve to simply find another way back to Mount Sakai. And apparently Himiko receives a call from Seiko. Yeah, Himiko receives a call from Seiko, saying that enemies have appeared at Funkawan in Hokkaido, and she says that the SDF is doing what they can to hold them off. It's only a matter of time before they reach the city. Wataru and the others are apparently on their way now. So that's what's happening now. Then we're back to normal dialogue at least. Hey, Kyo! Actually, what is Zegapane be able to destroy? You can't really damage Zegapane. Dark Conspiracy? Empress Zara's plot. Go forth, Drago Knights. Offer up the humans' pain and suffering to our god, Lord Drago. What? Where did that come from? There's no way I could have overlooked something that large. We have visual on the Drago Empire's flying fortress. Another ship appears to be engaging to the self-defense force elsewhere as well. If Miss Seiko's information was accurate, the SDF likely won't be able to handle them. But they will at least buy us some time. All units launch. Those Drago Empire bastards tore up the city. I won't forgive them. Come to me, Liger! So you finally shown yourself. Liger! Are those new human weapons with him? I'll destroy them all at once. Ken was right. These guys really are as bad as he said. But they don't know about Zegapanes. Let's use that to our advantage, Kyo. Right. Hope you're ready, Drago Empire. Here we go. Oh yeah. What's called units for for Grand Sword are actually pretty good. I forgot about that. And then they have they have the second form thing as well, which means that'll add an extra amount of SSRs since they all get an upgrade. Yeah. Ah, Windsart. Amazing you are. Because this game's about to be stupid and attempt to use that map attack. Actually, might as well. How'd you like that, monsters? Ugh. If things keep going like this, another Drago Empire ship is entering the field. Looks like you have some trouble, Dull Navy. Dull Army. This isn't your battlefield. What are you doing here? The Dragon Knights under my command can handle the humans on their own. Once I saw you were struggling so much, I decided to come as reinforcements. Grr. I didn't need your help. Dull Navy, you won't get to take credit for defeating Liger. That honor will go to me. Oops. I should read look at the command thingies for these missions. Okay, we just need to use a spirit command. Kyo, if this keeps up, the damage to the city is going to spread. Yeah, I know, but it's hard to keep the enemy from doing that. Alright, I'll run decoy and lure them away. Don't be stupid. The Drago Empire is after you and Liger. You'll be playing right into their hands. Ugh. What's wrong, Liger? Are you moving a little slower than usual? This is our chance. Bring down Liger, along with the rest of them. Not on my watch. Huh? Yujin Maru! Magical shoot! Sorry we're late, guys. Daichi, Wataru. More of them. So now Liger has even more allies. I'll just wipe them all out together. I don't think so. Now I'll make up for being late. And they're working together to take down enemies. Ain't a bad idea, though. I'll never forget that I pulled my first Ryujin Maru SSR through the daily free gacha. I'll never forget that. That was awesome when I did that. We need to use up a spirit command anyways. Oops. Yeah, that wing 0 range. Yeah, Ryujin Maru's got this one. Ah, dang it, never mind. We'll let autopilot handle this one for now. These guys can't do anything. The power of Wing 0. And that should finish him. Nah, not yet. Yeah, I was right. They've already started to adapt to our tactics. Are they somehow better at fighting than they were before? So long as I can just get Liger. Both of you, withdraw your troops. But why? Wait, Emperor Zara. We've gauged the power of the beings that emerged from the transfer gate. Return immediately. If that is your wish, my lady. They just ran off with their tails between their legs. And what was the point of even showing up? They just made themselves look bad. They had such big mouths, too. Kind of looked like they didn't want to run away. Did it? Considering the lifestyle they did. Commander Shima, could Drago Empire's goal have been to assess our fighting strength? We can discuss this later. Once all units have been retrieved, we'll activate Pelicider mode and leave the area before the SDF arrive. Yeah, all three. This time I decided to actually get all three this time. At the Doktar's chamber, things may change more. Things may become more complicated. Things may become more complicated now that the model warriors and the savior have returned, Doktar. I've already taken measures against them. I've had a barrier erected to prevent them from coming here. That was quick. Don't you have something in the works as well? Of course, I doubt it's necessary at this point. He already knows what I have planned? Still, I'll offer you a hand. That should help move things along. Very well. Apparently Doll Phantom and Doll Army are grumbling at not being able to defeat Liger, saying it's their new allies' fault. And then Zara explains that they like to use technology from a parallel world. From Redogs. So yeah. And then apparently from Redog's calm reaction, Doll Satan realized that he knew things would turn out this way, and that's why he didn't ask to fight Liger himself yet. Before they discuss further about what to do with them, apparently, Shaman apparently, hold on. Yeah, Shaman apparently contacts Doll Satan telepathically through their subordinates. She is hidden within the human population. He introduces himself as one of the 3 Jado warriors of the Jado Empire. And then he says that his master, Lord Agumon, and Lord Doktar, ruler of Mount Sky, want to speak with their leader. Oh boy, looks like a new alliance is about to happen. Regardless, they apparently are Doll Army and Doll Navy are insulted by his disrespect, but Zara decides to speak with them regardless. The World 6 gang are apparently talking about how Region 4 was a bust, and the Daichi Mutara had Kurama fly them to battle. This is why Shigeru didn't show up with them. Apparently Kurama's Kurama's gonna complain and said they're working him too hard and everyone thinks and everyone should thank him. Of course, Shiraku's still annoyed for not making it on time. But they joked that Kurama would be able to carry a hippo like him. So yeah. Dang, that's actually kind of mean though, saying that they couldn't carry a hippo. Meanwhile, when they figure out that they can't get to Mount Sakai on their own, V may suggest traveling with the Divine Doers, as investigating the gates may help them find ways to travel to other worlds. And then Shima says that that may be possible, and Kurama supports them leaving the world, going with the Divine Doers. Rabi's skeptical about Kurama wanting them to leave, but he brushes it off by saying he wants to go back to Mount Sakai too. I'll take any chance he can to get to it. He also reminds Rabi he's already been helping them, and be bad for everyone if disasters kept occurring in parallel worlds. So yeah. Apparently Ken's gonna stay behind, since he's decided he's gonna take on the Drago Empire, while Wataru and the others go out with the Divine Doers. Apparently he says he's already made up his mind and can handle them on his own. Of course, Wataru thanks him, and V May and the others say they'll go with them as well. And then Shima asks what's called. Shima asks Seiko to keep gathering information on the gates in this world, and she agrees. Apparently, she thinks to herself, we can't leave all the fighting up to kids like Ken and the others, and she needs to do her best to get that story out there as soon as possible. Hmm, that's all for now then. We'll continue in a bit, but thank you all for watching. Until the next part, goodbye.